Ladies and gentlemen, fight number 13 is our co-main event. This amateur flyweight title fight. Introducing first the challenger. Fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 56.7 kilograms. He fights out of Auckland, MMA, Auckland, New Zealand, with an amateur record of 5 wins and just the 1 loss. Please make welcome Viet Do. Now introducing the champ, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 56.7 kilograms. He fights out of Southside MMA and Militia Muay Thai, Logan, Queensland, with 7 wins, 4 losses, and just the 1 draw. Please make welcome Darren, the Damager Habben. This fight is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds.
Gentlemen, we've been over the rules in the back. You know what to do. Listen to my instructions at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. Protect yourself or I'll have to do it for you.
Our referee in charge, Thomas Churchill, for our penultimate fight here tonight.
XFC34, and boy, do we have a treat tonight. The flyweight amateur title. We have Viet Do versus the champ, Darren Habben.
And for me, mate, I've really been looking forward to this fight. I think this fight is absolute fire.
These flyweights, the technique, the way they execute their technique as well, their gas tank, the way they start, the way they finish. I love flyweights. Again, we have Australia versus New Zealand. Do in the blue. Habben, the champ, in the red.
That's right, Do's from Auckland MMA over there with Hamish. One of the OGs of New Zealand MMA over there.
Yeah, Hamish Robertson. I've had him on one of my cards before as well, and his team always comes to show, and a gentleman of the sport.
Fought Brian Abersol back in the day.
How did that work out for him?
Not so good. He's landing a lot of leg kicks here. I like his strategy early.
And look, in Australia we do love a Vietnamese flyweight. Looks a little bit similar. Holy hell, he does. And fights similar to my little mate, Ben 10.
The Vietnamese fighters are really starting to come through, aren't they? I mean, we've got an Australian Vietnamese fighter in the name of Martin Nguyen who's making waves overseas. So
another win, yeah. Making some absolutely huge waves is Martin Nguyen.
Both guys very relaxed early days.
I like Do. He's threatening early. Got to keep those hands nice and high.
He's chewing that front leg up a bit too.
And when you're in a fight like this, that's what you want. They will take their toll, and you can see he's very creative with his kicks as well. He uses those angles, and those angles can be very dangerous if Habben relaxes.
Haven't landed there. I think it's the first time in the fight that he's actually caught him clean. He's backed him up a little bit as well.
Habben still controlling the proceedings from center cage. I like that.
Very flashy with his kicks, Viet. And this fight was supposed to happen around about a year ago as well, when Viet beat Darren's teammate in Nav. But the timing didn't really work out. But
yeah, it didn't work out. Both boys said then they wanted to fight each other, but today is the day, and you can see this is a very worthy title fight.
10 seconds here in round 1.
Very light on his feet here, Viet.
Auckland MMA versus Southside.
Great first round. We've been treated to an absolute cavalcade of amazing fights tonight.
As they say, are you not entertained?
I'm entertained, mate.
Mate, what a night of fights. There has not been one bad fight tonight. It has been absolutely sensational. If you've tuned in for the full card, you've certainly got your money worth tonight.
Brisbane Lawyers. Check them out on Facebook, and of course, if you need a lawyer, then contact Brisbane Lawyers.
Moving around number 2 of this flyweight title fight, XFC34.
Round 2.
Darren Habben, the champ, moves in early. Doe copying a little low blow there.
Good shine of sportsmanship too, because the ref wasn't on that one, but Darren sort of put his hand up, apologised, and gave him that break.
Sportsmanship, Darren Habben, ever the professional in that regards. Now, in this instance, Doe can get 5 minutes if he wants. Now, if you're in the corner, you want your fighter, you encourage your fighter to take as much time because you don't want him to get back out there and lose that momentum that he had before.
100%, and you're not actually sure how you're affected until you start the fight again.
And you do see the more professional fighters take that time.
They're back at it again.
Doe, nice and light on his feet.
Nice left hook there by Darren.
He does look very similar to Ben Wynn, doesn't he, in body structure. Those big calf muscles, very lean body. He's very creative with his striking as well. Uses those angles well. Very nice work by Doe.
And what I like here is Habben's trying to establish his jab, trying to establish the range, but Viet's using his kicks to keep that similar range. So,
look, it's a very interesting matchup of both these styles. That's what I like. Habben doing a good job thus far, though.
And it's the first time he's gone to defend his belt. Actually took him a couple of times to win that AMI belt, and he finally got it. He was one of the happiest men alive that I've ever met.
He certainly was. And Viet now looking to go high. Moving well. Moving well.
I mean, this is the highest quality amateur MMA. I'm not sure if you can get too much better than this, mate.
Mate, this could be a professional bout on any card in this country.
100%.
Viet moving well. Doe back to center cage. Now Doe throwing a little bit more creative punches. He's throwing over the top. He's throwing around. They're coming from all different angles. Habben a little bit more straight, a little bit more boxing technical. So it's interesting to see these two styles mix.
I wouldn't mind seeing them clinch a little bit and maybe take it to the ground. See who's got the better of it there.
Yeah, Habben there with a couple of nice big knees.
The crowd's really starting to get involved.
Doe moving. Both boys didn't get to capitalise on that one. Habben throwing nice and straight. I like that. Doe coming high.
Oh, that calf kick's dropped him.
Kick. And here comes Doe. And the champion is out. We have a new flyweight champ.
Viet and Doe. Wow, what a performance.
New Zealand go up again. Great work by coach Hamish Robertson, one of the best in the business. They got Matty Tower in there as well. Absolutely clinical. And I tell you what, that was shaping up to be something special. And I feel a little bit sorry for Darren there. You know, I'd love to see these two go at it again because that, I don't know, that looked like it had the makings of one of the great fights.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling something real bad's happened to Darren's leg there. Maybe the accumulation of the first round leg kicks and that one's really landed on the spot.
Yeah, it might have been an outside leg kick on that knee. It will be interesting to see the rematch. He went down quite hard and you could see the grimace on his face. But Doe capitalised straight away. Unbelievable. And you've got to take these opportunities.
Especially when you're travelling that far. You know, you're coming away from your home, away from Auckland in New Zealand, over to Brisbane.
Mate, we talk about sportsmanship. Both these guys, they're seasoned. You know, they've both been around, and it's great to see them like that. Fighting's one thing, but at the end of it, if we can all have a beer, catch up and a hug, it's fantastic. This is what it's all about, this sport.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 13, our co-main event here this evening for our amateur flyweight title fight, went to the 2-minute 33 mark in round 2. And via TKO for your winner and new amateur flyweight champion, blue corner, Viet and Do. And we see that Darren Habben, of course, handing the belt over to Viet and Do, along with Reese, of course, who's got the ring. Well, absolutely brutal in the leg kick. In fact, I might have a chat with both. We'll go to Ando first. Darren, I'll get you to stick around if that's all right. We'll have a quick chat. Viet and Do, congratulations, man. You've taken home two of the Kiwis tonight, taking home the Aussie titles. Congratulations. Were you surprised at how Darren just kept coming back at you?
Darren Habben, he kept moving forward, which is what warriors do. Lucky I wasn't surprised, but I knew he was tough, and I was ready to move back when
Well, it worked tonight. Congratulations. You are our new amateur flyweight XFC champion. Big round of applause for Viet and Do.
Thank you everyone for watching. All my supporters at home streaming. Streaming this pay-per-view. They don't stream anything. No UFC pay-per-view. But they stream tonight, so I'm proud of you. Thank you to my friends and family. And Brooklyn MMA. This one's for New Zealand. Thank you. We're out.
Darren, stay there. I'll come to you. Commiserations on the loss of the title tonight, but man, what a solid little fighter. I mean, you could see the frustration because he just kept moving on you. And as he said, you kept coming forward. Unfortunately, just not your night tonight, bro.
Congratulations. Just nice. I wanted to fight, you know, I had a lot of pullouts there.
Well, we know that you're certainly not a bloke that will go, you know, especially you were on the front foot there, and you were in fact starting to charge again, I guess. But the leg kick, solid.
Yeah, he's got a hefty leg kick. Caught me on the backside of my knee, that last exchange there.
And we know you'll bounce back big and strong, so I look forward to seeing you back here in the XFC cage.